Imagine a scenario where all of your friends are jumping off a cliff. If everyone jumps, do you jump as well? We know that the correct answer is supposed to be, no, never. I am an independent thinker and other people have no influence over me. But the truthful answer is, yeah, maybe you do jump. Everyone thinks they're the exception here, but we cannot suppress our human desire to fit in. Humans are social creatures and our brain seems to be built to follow what other people are doing. When everyone else is participating in something, we tend to think it's the smart thing to do. Back in the day when we were hunter-gatherers, if we saw our entire tribe heading east, we would have to follow if we wanted to survive. We didn't necessarily have to know why we were going in that direction, we just trusted the judgment of others. So yeah, if everyone was jumping off a cliff, there's a high chance you would follow. You wouldn't want to be the only one that didn't jump. I remember back when I was still a kid in school. There was a day when some of the students wanted to skip the last hour of class. Personally, I didn't really want to do it because I liked the subject, but everyone else quickly jumped on the bandwagon. So, what did I do? I skipped the class as well. Not because I wanted to, but because all of my friends and everyone in the class were doing it. However, I wasn't the only one that wanted to stay. In fact, I later found out that at least half of other students wanted to go to class. But because each one of those students thought that everyone else was skipping the class, they didn't want to be the only ones to stay. Nobody wants to be cut out from their group of friends, so they go along with it. It's that human desire to fit in that drives this behavior. The media likes to scare us with shocking statistics about how we are all becoming lazy and unhealthy. And it's true, but those statistics are a double-edged sword. Let's go over them and I'll explain why. 80% of Americans don't get enough exercise. 40% of American adults eat junk food on a daily basis. And the average American adult consumes almost 100 pounds of sugar per year. These statistics are meant to fill us with horror. But let's be honest, if we find ourselves in the majority, all our brain hears is this. What a relief! I'm just like everyone else. I guess I don't have to change my behavior. The more we hear those kind of statistics, the more firmly we start to believe that this is what other people do, so it's totally okay if we do it as well. If everyone else is getting fat, I guess it's totally okay for us to be fat as well. When you're like 80% of other Americans, why would you need to change? You're normal. What other people do and what is considered to be normal behavior influences us to a remarkable degree, even if we don't notice it. To study how other people can influence us, two scientists got access to data that tracked more than 12,000 residents of Framingham for 32 years. And the results were staggering. They found evidence that weight gain and obesity could spread from person to person. Just like people can catch a flu from others, obesity was infectious and it was spreading within families and from friend to friend. A woman whose sister became obese had a 67% increased risk of becoming obese herself. And the man whose brother became obese had a 44% increased risk. And when someone's close friend became obese, their risk increased by 57%. Those numbers are insane. But obesity wasn't the only thing going around the Framingham community. When one person started to drink more alcohol, the drinking spread through the social network as well. The same with smoking. If someone started smoking cigarettes, people around them were more likely to pick up the same smoking habit. As disturbing as all of this may be, some positive evidence was also found. And that is that good behavior could also spread. When one person gave up cigarettes, it increased the odds that their friends and family would quit smoking too. When someone stopped drinking alcohol, the hangovers of their friends were far less common. And when one person lost weight, weight loss spread through their social network as well. So the connection is clear. Both good and bad behavior can spread from person to person, and nobody is completely immune. However, your relationship to that person matters. Behaviors don't spread over fences and backyards. They spread through a network of people who are close to each other. And I don't mean geographically close. If you see a stranger smoking next to you, your odds of suddenly becoming a smoker yourself don't increase. But if a good friend of yours starts smoking, the chances that you'll pick up smoking as well increase substantially. Basically, what determines if you'll catch a certain behavior is how much you like that person. This is where we come to the main message of this video, and that is to choose your friends wisely. As we have seen, people who surround you have a bigger impact on your behavior than you might have thought at first. After all, they shape your opinion about what you perceive to be normal. If all of your friends are exercising at the gym 5 times a week, you consider that normal behavior, and that behavior will probably rub onto you. You'll go to the gym as well, as that is what everyone else around you does. But if all of your friends are doing drugs 5 times a week, then you'll perceive that to be normal. And there's a very high chance you'll start doing drugs as well. If you surround yourself with people who are striving for success, striving to reach their goals, some of that motivation and ambition will eventually rub onto you. Likewise, if you surround yourself with people that have bad habits, they will eventually drag you down and you'll pick up those same behaviors. This is why it's super important to be mindful about the people you surround yourself with. However, that doesn't mean you should cut ties with everyone who doesn't fit your standards. Just limit your exposure to them. Instead, try to spend more time with people who support you, who bring out the best in you and lift you up. Now, if you don't know anyone who shares your ambitions, don't worry. While you search for a different group to join, I suggest you surround yourself with some good reading material. Read books, blogs, or watch more of my videos if you dislike reading. You will be exposing yourself to inspiring stories while expanding your knowledge. Now, while your friends influence your behavior, you mustn't forget that your behavior influences that of those around you. So if you want people close to you to have more self-control and better habits, you need to set an example for them and make them believe that is the norm. Improve yourself to a degree that makes people around you motivated and ambitious. This way you can feed off each other's success and propel each other forward. Lift others up, and in return they will do the same. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, press that like button. And if you'd like to help support this channel, there's a support page where you can buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. Every donation is used to create better quality videos for you guys, and it allows me to keep the content free. Thank you so much for your support. Also, make sure you're subscribed and hit that little bell icon next to my channel's name. It will notify you whenever I post a new video that will make you better than yesterday.